That made a weird noise. I hope it's working. That was one of those not so positive noises. The ones that are like, ooh. Interesting. It also says upcoming, but it's real, it's live. Is it live? Yeah, it is live. So hopefully I can share it and then can play. I love Tetris. So naturally I was going to stream it at some point. It really is a no-brainer for me. I play a lot of Tetris now. I first started playing Tetris when Tetris 99 came out on Switch. I had never played Tetris before up until that point. I mean, maybe I played, like, you know, some of the other like Tetris games that you'd get, you know, back in the day, but I never really knew how it worked. Obviously I knew what Tetris was, but never actually, you know, did the thing. Oh my god, hey guys! No worries. Ty, it's nice to see you again, man. Liz, hello. Welcome. I'm gonna play me some Tetris, so this is fine. I'm gonna play on expert. Give myself something to think about. Have a good shift at work as well. Thank you for dropping by, it means a lot. Tetris is super swag. Thanks for dropping in, guys, I appreciate that. Hopefully this is the kind of thing that can be watched back anyway, but this is sort of the intent. I'm streaming Tetris in the hopes that I can probably do Life is Strange 2 at some point, because that's what I said in the Discord, and I've been wanting to for a long time. I probably will play it even if it, you know, flops or whatever. I am normally streaming like at random times. It's like 5:15 in the afternoon, or the evening rather. I finished some work and I thought I'd drop on. Yeah, the Discord is still up. You're more than welcome to jump in, Ty. It's been quiet. Tommy and I have been busy living lives, but definitely jump in if you'd like to, and hopefully we can hang out and play some games again. But yeah, thanks for dropping by, and hopefully, yeah, we'll catch you at a more convenient time. But thanks for stopping by. Alright, here we are. You have a sip of my water, a bit of courage before I get started. This could be really loud, so let me know if the audio is up to scratch. Ooh, the link. This is how freaking cavalier I am with this stream right now. I'm only using my phone, so let me quickly grab you a link, because I'm sure it would take no time at all, and I can stick it in the chat for anybody who comes along. So I'll copy a link. I'm using me cellular device here, but I will send it right now. And also a nice smiley face, so as not to think that it's spam. Koala has kept the server alive, and how thankful we are for him for doing that. It was a shame because certainly over lockdown we played a bit of Among Us and some other stuff, but I digress. I'm getting carried away. Let's jump in now. I'm all the way at the end here because I've done this before. Just to clarify, I have completed journey mode, although I've got some A's, no S's. It's not like I'm not a pro Tetris player by any means, but I'm more than capable. So hopefully I can get through journey mode on expert without actually failing. Let's see. Also, yeah, do please let me know if the audio because it cranks up. The music in this game is insane. It's super good, but it could be quite loud, so let me know and I can right here turn it up and down accordingly. I've got it on 7 at the moment, and I'm hoping that'll be perfect, but we'll see. Also, I just want to check that I can mute my mic on a dime, which I can, which is good. I hope the audio levels are good. I'm just going to double check them because I worry. Okay, cool, not a problem. Okie dokie. Alright, well we start from the beginning, I guess. Did a bit of waffling, but we're here now. Thank you so much, Ty. We'll make sure to sort out your roles when we can. Right, this is when it's going to get loud, so do give me a shout if anybody's around, just let me know. You do this for me, I'll be grateful. And also, unfortunately, you're going to hear my control go a bit mad as I'm playing. So hopefully I can kind of mask that a little bit, or maybe not be too aggressive with the buttons, but when I get into this, it can get a bit wild. So I can't make any promises, but I will try to keep that to a minimum. The music is sick. I'm a big fan of the music in this game, as many people are, for good reason. I've just misdropped already, that's fine. Speedy, speedy. It does get quite quick. This is okay right now. We're going at an okay pace. Although I've already misdropped, which is, you know, I'm just gonna call it stage fright. Usually I'm like so professional. But yeah, you can hear it's getting quite loud, so if it is too loud, then I will adjust accordingly. But it's sick. This game has been a delight. I initially got it on the Xbox One because I had Game Pass. When I bought my Xbox One, it was predominantly to play Xbox 360 games. And but I thought, why not get Game Pass? The visuals are pretty. It's a super pretty game. But yeah, I'd always been after playing so much of 99, I thought, let's give this a go. And the minute it came out on Game Pass, I was all about this game. And then it was on sale recently, and I was like, damn right, I'm going to play it again, and I want to own it. But this is the main song. This is kind of the theme of the game, really. And it's beautiful. I think it's really pretty. And to make a game like this, which is ultimately very simple, it's just another Tetris game, but to make it more of a visual, sort of a stimulating experience alongside the core gameplay is very cool. And something that I definitely appreciate as someone who enjoys Tetris as much as I do. But yeah, I mean, it really depends how into Tetris you are. Obviously it's an easy sell for me. But I wonder what it's like for people just picking it up and, you know, enjoying Tetris. Tom was around not long ago. Oh god, I've already done this. Damn, that was 50 lines in like no time at all. For me anyways, because I'm waffling on, but yeah, it doesn't matter your skill level as well, because you can do, like, when you do local multiplayer on this game as well, you can add buffs and nerfs and what have you. I just started playing Tetris on my Game Boy Color. That's sick. I bet it's like classic Tetris. That's like harder than the Tetris I'm playing. Like, you're already like playing at a different level. Like classic Tetris, I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's like a completely different scene. It's wild because you get no holds. It moves at such a quicker pace, and it's way more like unrelenting. It's just not for the faint of heart. Making a bit of a hash of this build, look. It's all over the place. But yeah, I am by no means like an expert at Tetris. Let me preface that real quick, because there are some... I'm just okay. I've just played enough that I can kind of, you know, get by. But I'm by no means like great at Tetris. Enough to like win Tetris 99 every now and then. How about that? Although I'm operating on a PC monitor at the moment, and I haven't quite worked out the HDR settings for it. So it's a bit washed out at the moment, so my eyes are going to be taken on a ride today. I appreciate your compliments, Ty. It's very sweet. Although, it's going to get harder, and then you're going to be like, yeah, you're doing really good. No, seriously. But it's sick that you're playing it on the GameCube. On the Game Boy Color, rather. GameCube. I wonder if there was one on the GameCube. But, I'm tempted to like get an emulator just to play all the classic Game Boy Advance games I used to play, because that was pretty sick. Oh no, I just misdropped looking at the chat. This is what happens. But please keep chatting, that is not an excuse. And I can only get up to like 10 out of 99. But that's impressive. It's scary, isn't it? When you get to the final 50 of Tetris 99, the music kicks in, and then the final 10 is another bit of music, and it scares the crap out of me. Only with fucking hours of playing have I managed to kind of not get as stressed out, because you get used to the speed after a while. But I still remember the first time I could barely, like, you talk about top 10, I could not. Learning Tetris on the fly was a bad way to learn. Kind of wish I'd played like an older Tetris game first, because I lost a lot. It was not fun. It was difficult. I was like, I'm terrible. I'd get like maybe 90th or something and be like, this is impossible. This is not happening. Alright, let's pick up the speed a little bit here. I think we can cope. I like that square piece. I like when you got a nice hold piece set up. That's the spot right there. Here we go. We straighten it out. Like, I don't like it when it's a mess, but it's usually my own doing as to why it's a mess. Nice little combo here, though. Yeah, we kept that one going for a while. Very nice. And see, it picks up, look. We're being taken on a ride here with the visuals, and it can be quite difficult to focus. There are some aspects of this game that are just unforgiving when the visuals are like popping off, and then you have to work out like what is going on amid the chaos that's ensuing. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, we're making some combos though. I mean, things are happening here. Oh my god, is that Jester George? Tetris go burr, it certainly do. Tetraminos are going wild right now, my friend. Things is happening. Oh, I've already made it. We got a little setup here. My start was def the OG handheld NES version. Tetris only handheld. Not much else between that and 99. Yeah, again, like, I've kind of, since I've got into Tetris, I've, you know, obviously it was mostly on the Switch, but actually going back, I've been looking for like some PS2 ones. Apparently there was not a good PS2 version of Tetris, which I'm gutted about. There was just a really dodgy one that like breaks the rules of Tetris somehow. It's like certain things happen in that game that do not happen in normal Tetris, so I've been tempted to like go back and buy like older versions of Tetris to see how I fare, and if it's similar to the Tetris that you see now. This music's going wild right now. I don't know how well you can hear it. Cheeky T-spins here. I didn't realise I've not shown you guys the frickin' focus mode or whatever you call it. We'll do that in a sec. I'll just build high enough. And then I'll show you this mode. I've completely forgotten about it. It proves that I haven't played this in a little while, because this is really sick. I'll show you. Here we go. So you do this, and then you can start building. I'll be completely honest with you, I'm not entirely sure how it works, because you build certain lines, but then it cuts you off. Here, here, here. T-spin. Here. You can't die here, I don't believe. If you do, then this is going to be embarrassing. No, we're good. I just got a trophy as well, so whatever I did, I've never done it before, so it's a first time for the Tom and Levi stream there, we can all enjoy. We're doing firsts, just how we like it. I need to get going. No worries, Ty, thank you so much for coming back, I appreciate it. Thanks to anybody who stopped by, I appreciate it. It's been a long time since I've been streaming, but we're just gonna chill and play some Tetris, so it's no big deal. But I do appreciate it, and hopefully, I mean, I always stream on the pretense that I'll stream again, but I'll try not to make any promises, but I hope this is the first of many this year. Yeah, take care, very nice to see Tyler. Got an OG. It's crazy to think that the first stream I ever did was way back in 2017, and in fact Jester George was in one of them as well. Always with Tetris piece, you got to say this line piece here, generally, but like when you play when you play the situation, or if you're going for T-spins, then this little bugger right here is what it's all about. There's nothing more satisfying than discovering what a T-spin is, and then how to do it. I don't do them nearly enough, to be honest, because they are just a joy. I'm gonna need a line piece to come by. You talk about pieces I want. There it is, so I can fill this here gap. Put him here. Oh, I'm gonna have to put him here. This is a bit of a bad build, to be honest. But we move. I am not gonna die here. I'm just not gonna let it happen. Not on the stream, not in front of all my cool friends. So we're gonna do this. I'm just gonna have to use my little noggin to get through a sec. But then rest assured, oh, we did it. I didn't even realise how many lines I needed. This guy is still alive. I mean, you're a skeleton. You have a skeleton friend. You know what it's like to stay alive. Welcome back, Voods. Oh my god, no! I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking at the chat. Okay. In situations like these, build a line like so. This is me navigating away from this situation. Yeah, build a straight line if you can. Although I'm fucking this right up. Am I going to lose this? Because I was too busy being enthralled by the chat. No, not like this. No! Alright, I lost, but that's fine. We go again. My bad. But yes, I'm alive and failing at Tetris. But that's okay. This one, alright. See, now I'm paying attention. So we're fine. I've already done this. There's no pressure here. We're just having a good time. If this was like my first go and I really didn't want to lose, then I'd be very upset. But I think we can live with this, you know. I think we're just here for the vibes now. The curse of chat. There's nothing wrong with that. It's me. That's the curse of me being distracted too easily. It's a classic move for me, to be honest. That was a nice little cheeky combo there. And then we build again. I like these little cog tetraminos. Tetramonomos. Big fan. But yeah, you get taken on the proverbial ride in this game. It's great. There's all sorts of visuals. There's some really intense ones. Some warrior dance, frickin' sounds as well. This is more of an ambient piece that's playing in the background right now, but it can really heat up. And it becomes quite intense and quite hard to cope with. But you get there. You just become one with the shit that's going on around you. But yeah, nice to see you, Voods. It's been a while, my friend, but I appreciate. Very nice of people to stop by again. These days, you just cannot play with the expectation of anybody watching. You have to start from scratch when you've been away this long. But it's nice when people want to turn up either way. Gives me hope that maybe I could actually stream again. This is not going too badly. We're not making great progress in the terms of building. I love to build, I like to build quickly, but I'm just being a bit more measured at the moment. Like, I'm hoping from here I can just build. Really make a nice setup. But it's not going very fast. You can tell it's very slow at the moment. It's when the pace matches your pace, it's not so fun. But this is where we can start to build. God damn it. How am I doing? It's a good question. I had the Rona, which was unfortunate in the new year. So, oh, for God's sake, I misdropped. That's fine. Actually, I've set up a T-spin is what I've done. This was an elaborate T-spin setup, see? Yeah, I've been okay, but, you know, life gets in the way. All sorts of shit goes on, which, unfortunately, prohibits me from streaming to the masses, and for, as Voodoo said, like, allowing the channel to pop off. You know, if I was, you know, if I'd paid more attention, then we'd be hitting 1 mil subs right now. Obviously, but certain things occurred. But things are okay. I'm streaming up a storm. We're playing some Tetris. That sounds good to me. Really, you're going to be there for when the channel goes worldwide. I mean, we are worldwide. What's cool about, what I found the coolest in my experience of having streamed a little bit in the earlier days was how many people from so many different places came along for reasons I don't understand. I think back when Tumblr was a real thing and not a pile of crap now, that was actually a fantastic way to connect with people and have them come along. I don't know why, but it was something that I wanted to do, and I said to Tom that we should do, and that was why we made a page at the time, and that actually kind of facilitated a lot of cool community-based stuff, which I was not expecting, like people making art for us and sharing things. It was really sweet, and we were in a good spot, I think, because we'd just like found the perfect time to start doing what we wanted to do, and you know, I was keen to stream a lot, and because I did, a lot of people came along as we progressed, so it was sick. So I'm very fond of the time that we had streaming back in the day. I was very surprised that it at the time did so well, because I'd said to Tom, I mean, you look at it from the perspective of a small channel, and we're only here really to play games and just fuck around. We don't really think about anything progressing beyond our own expectations. This is what I was talking about, by the way, this insane level. But what actually happened, like, was, you know, in that summer of like 2017, we got about 150 subscribers, which was literally unheard of for us. Like, it's so cool, and proved that we could, you know, that we're worth kind of coming back to. So that was sick. Shovel Knight, yeah, oh man, that was so much fun, and all the stuff that you guys made alongside it, that was sick. Liz, I think that was like one of the early introductions to yourself with the channel, and it was so cool. And that was it, like people just wanting to make stuff, and then, you know, us being able to kind of see the progress that other people made. Like, a lot of why I made the Tumblr was because there were so many great artists making video gamey stuff, which is what we're about. You know, loving gamey stuff. And that's why I was so keen to see if there were people in that space that wanted to hang out. And luckily there were. It was so cool. I really want to make a T-spin here, I don't know why. Here we go. I'm certain I'm going to get a T-spin here. Wicked. It's the small wins in this game for me. Like, my brain can't always work out what's actually happening, but when it does, pretty cool. How freaking crazy is this, though? No, I needed that line piece to go somewhere else. Get on over there. Alright, we're okay. We're okay. This is just, like, quite literally heating up right now. But yeah, I have a thought in my head, I'll get back to it in a sec, but are you seeing this? Look at the visuals! Look at those, like, crazy dudes! This is wild. This reminds me of, like, classic, like, a PlayStation 1 demo. I know I'm dating myself a bit here, but there were games, I think it was a game called, like, oh, I'm gonna completely forget what I'm talking about game-wise, but it was, like, called, like, Impossible Cube or Intelligent Cube, and this is what the visuals of this remind me of, like, in a big way. I can't describe it. It's crazy though, and I can see it like in the corner of my eye. Obviously, I'm focusing now on the Tetris, but my god, yeah, it's like, it's slightly ethereal, it's slightly like trippy, but it's sick. Yeah, Tumblr time. It's interesting seeing your comment, Liz, and actually thinking about what happened around what. Probably the bulk of our content came from that. The Shovel Knights, which we finished, but I don't think we ever uploaded the final episode, which is crazy, because we did that so long ago, we just never got around to it. I still remember, like, having my PS4, which was super loud by the end of its life, and having to, like, kind of, you know, navigate those issues, and Tom and I using, like, the in-house PlayStation software to record all the Let's Plays that we did, and that included, like, audio issues. There was all sorts that we had to like navigate. Sometimes like whole things we had to scrap because like either the mic wasn't plugged in or something stupid, or God who knows. But it was just a bit wild. Intelligent Cube. I'm glad that you remember it. Was it called something else in America? I swear it was called something different, and that's why it throws me off, like the name. But it was scary, and I was really, really young when I first played it, like this demo disc, and it scared me. Even the music that played in these old demo discs used to just terrify me, and I have no idea why. But any game that was like even moderately scary when I was a kid, like I was like, I need to play this with my brother or something because I can't. But I remember it really vividly, like watching Intelligent Cube and not necessarily playing it, probably watching like a sibling play it. But like that whole PlayStation 1 aesthetic sometimes was quite scary. I don't know how to describe it. It's such a unique sort of nostalgia that I feel towards that era of gaming, and it might just be because I'm so young, it probably does not have as much of an effect. But when you're younger and you see kind of things like that for the first time, it was definitely a new feeling. Oh, I'm gonna have freaking T-spins coming out my ears here, boys. I love a good T-spin. Love a good T-spin. It is Uncanny Valley, and definitely nostalgia goggles are a real thing. I don't know about you guys, but during lockdown, I revisited some like old classics, or so I thought they were classics, and then you find out that they're not quite. They don't have the same luster. It's like obviously they remastered Grand Theft Auto recently, and I know it's very bad. It's not very good. However, when you think of like playing those games, in your head, is it like crystal clear HD? Because that's exactly how I view some of the older games that I played growing up, thinking in my head that they looked incredible when in actual fact they look like garbage now. It's not the first time that's happened. How am I going to make a T-spin out of this? I feel it. Here we go. And then do that. Do this. No, no. Okay, that's fine. Boop. Okay, see how quick this has gone? This went like from naught to quick very quickly. That makes sense. But I will resume chat once this cools down a bit. Oh, no. That was a lot of spinach right there. Did I just say spinach? That is not what I meant. No, that was meant to be a T-spin. But I messed it up. Oh, you know, that's fine. We'll build away from this. The T-spin was a pipe dream, and we shouldn't have pursued it so aggressively, and that was my mistake. And this is how we learn from our mistakes. I'm still getting out of this. I can assure you I'm getting out of this. No, we don't want that. Okay, that's fine. You know what, that's fine. Oh, I have this! I forgot. I keep forgetting about this mode. Let's do that and get out of dodge here. Yep. I should have done that when I was in trouble earlier, but I just didn't think. Plus, I think like it's on like a sort of cooldown sort of thing. I'm looking forward to any potential chat that has stemmed from this nostalgia trip that I've mentioned, because it's a feeling that I don't know if it's unique to me or if I'm the only one misremembering games, and that they're not quite as profoundly incredible as I remember. Not in like a cynical way, but I mean like graphically, they probably still hold up as games, but like in the sense that you remember it so well as something else. Intelligent Cube in North America, Karushi in Europe. Ominous is the term I'd use to describe it. It's really cool though. It's on the PlayStation Classic. Yeah, I did see that. PlayStation Classic was something I was interested in, but never actually went through. It's nice to see you again, by the way, Foreman. I remember you in many guises. I think you had another channel back in the day when we first said hello. and it was interesting. So it's nice to see that you're still kicking about. I hope you're well. Yeah, it's nice to see some old faces. I imagine that's the only faces we're going to see, because I don't think YouTube has a great infrastructure for discovery anymore. They don't want it. Unless you're The Rock, I don't think you're going to get a lot of retention. Unfortunately, which is a shame, because they had a really good sort of gaming setup for a little while, I think, YouTube, which is how some people found me. One of our mods, Julia, that's how we found her, and we've been firm friends ever since. But that's just the way it goes, isn't it? I just guess if there's no market for it, if they just don't think it works, then they change it up. But it was a shame, because I think it doesn't feel like YouTube is viable for streaming. It's just that's the only place we've really established some people. Some audiences. The OG Rayman and Spyro games. Middle school. Oh, I'm curious at what Georgie said. Oh yeah, SSX Tricky. Yes, for sure. That's a great example, which we actually played on the channel, so you can check that out. But you're so right. That felt flawless when I was younger. All of the SSX games, I think even the older ones. And it's not to say it doesn't hold up. You can still play it and have fun, but it definitely looks a lot more dated than one would remember. This is some sick jazz right now. Mess that up. Or an elaborate T-spin. You decide, gamers. Elaborate T-spin. Okay, we're cooking with some gas here. This is getting a bit intense. I'm gonna need some water as well. I'm gonna have a sippy. Oh, that's nice. God, 964 is an absolute legend, but man, it does not hold up visually. Agreed. It's similar. It's like you said, George. They would need to change. Yeah, you're so right. I think that's the problem with some remasters, is that they completely want to reinvent the wheel, but when you have such a strong foundation to build off, sometimes you don't need to change it much. I think that's why things like the Crash Bandicoot and even the Spyro remasters have been pretty well received, is that fundamentally they play very similarly to the first one. And that's important. I think people who actually care about the games they're making, or people who were influenced by the originals, they're the best people to make these remasters, I think. The same can be said for the Tony Hawk's remasters, which were fantastic, and games which Tom and I play now. Like, we still play the remaster of Tony Hawk's 1 and 2. It's so good, because you can tell people who loved the games and knew why the games were so good made that, and that shows. They put a lot of love and care into it. And it makes you wonder why it's taken so long to make a really good Tony Hawk's game again. Like, Tony Hawk's is like a key element in the Tom and Levi lore, so naturally I was going to talk about it, but it's true, like that, it has such an impact when you have people who really care about the game that they're trying to make. Like, I think, of course, like, for any developer, their hearts are in it, but it's just like, if you lack that understanding of what made the game so popular or successful or fun in the first place, like, it can be a problem. So it doesn't matter how, like, well your intentions are, it can go wrong for that reason that I mentioned before. Look at these freaking cowboys. Are they cowboys? Or are they just men on horses? Who knows? You know what I still haven't used? Let's try and use that mode again in a sec. Because it's picking up the pace now. So we might want to slow it down. Let me get another line piece first. Alright. Boop. 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 It goes wild. I think I've run out of whatever it is here. Need a square piece. Need it real quick. I need it quick. There we go. Oh, okay, that's fine. This is so fast. Again, I'll be back. I'll be back chatting to Jarl. This, I didn't realise how quickly it picks up on the expert mode. But I've not played any of the modes, so I don't remember it being this fucking quick. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, let's just find some control here, and then hopefully it will settle down. It's quite an unruly pace at the moment. But it's sick though. I'm curious. I think Liz mentioned their first experience with Tetris. I wonder if you guys have a similar situation. Any dead game genres that you'd like to see a resurgence of? I mean, should we just talk about, like, I think Ratchet and Clank is keeping platformers like alive at the moment. Try like a classic 3D sort of PS2 era platformer. We don't see enough of those. I don't think we have enough first-person shooters. Bring them back. I mean, what's the deal with those? But I think, yeah, I don't see enough platformers, but I guess they just don't rock people's world like they used to. And isn't that a sad thing? Because there are some genuine classics. So that's a sick genre that I'd like to see more of. I'm trying to think, like, what else? But people don't want it, man. People don't want enough platformers. The only reason why I can think of it is Psychonauts 2. That's a great example. And again, like, but I wonder, like, are we going to see like a new platformer IP? I'm so glad, by the way, that games like Psychonauts, not only that did they make another one, which is sick, but it went down well, so it was made well. So obviously, again, going back to like what made the original so popular, and whether you like it or not, is it plays similarly to the game that people loved playing. Oh, this looks beautiful. I love it when it does this. I don't know how I'm keeping this up. Usually it just stops by now. There we go. Easy T-spin coming up. Boop. Boop. So satisfying. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, but a T-spin is always going to be satisfying to me. You can't change me. That's forever. Oh, it's a bit slower now. Dying to see more boxing games, mate. No, you talk about specifics. I need in my life another good wrestling game. Recently, another reason why I'm streaming is I'm taking advantage of the fact that we didn't have internet. Unfortunately, someone did not plan ahead when changing service providers. So I was without internet for like over a week, and it was tragic. But what I was doing in that time was playing some PS2 games, and I was playing SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. I freaking love that game. So I would love to see another good wrestling game, because I know that the 2K games have flopped. And I've played those as well. It's another specific genre that I would dig seeing like the attention. I know AEW are making one, but with the boxing ones, I remember playing Fight Night Round 3 with my older brother, and in Fight Night Round 3 you had this punch where you could like flick the analog stick like in a certain way, and it would just be an instant knockout punch, and we had to like ban that whenever we'd play because we just abused this maneuver. I think I played every Fight Night game as well. Fight Night Champion was it? Fight Night Round 4 was a really good game as well. I still remember like recreating Manny Pacquiao against Ricky Hatton, all of that kind of jazz. Jay Bagel, for historical reasons, I'm going to call you Bagel. How's it going, friend? Nice to see you. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. Got that one as well. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 had the GM mode. I think it first was 2006, wasn't it, that had that mode, but I vividly remember the one on 2007. I still remember getting that game and like perusing the manual. So that's it. That's what it's all about. I will keep calling you Bagel if that's all the same to you. But it's nice to see you. A lot of people have dropped by today. Thank you so much, guys. It's really sweet. I was, again, like I've said this before, but I'll reiterate, like, I don't expect anybody to come along. It's been so long that it just wouldn't make sense for people to, you know, drop in, but the fact that, you know, already a number of you guys have is sick. I suppose it is a Saturday, so maybe some people have got a bit of time. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see you, Bagel. That's what it's all about. We've had Ty come in. Ty's back in the server, by the way, and I know that you are still a valued mod, so if you would care to let him through, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned like boxing games and then also subsequently wrestling games. That was something that I haven't discussed much on the channel, but have always been a fan of. My brother, when I was growing up, always watched like WWF, and obviously that was during the Attitude Era, which was massive. So I always have a soft spot for wrestling games, as I think a lot of people did growing up in the sort of, you know, people who were born in the 90s. Quite a few people have that attachment, even people who don't really watch wrestling. And I was definitely in that boat. But yeah, Bagel, I'll field the question to you as you're here. Oh, nice to see Julie got it. Good old Jules. But which genre of game do you think should make a comeback? Which one? What are we sorely missing right now, gaming-wise? What could we use to spice things up, or at least add a bit of flavour? I'm not paying attention to how many lines I should be getting, by the way. I'd like to see Rock Band Guitar Hero style games back. That's a shout, George. That is a shout. We played, I don't know if we played any together. I like to think that we did, maybe at our friend's house. But yeah, now I remember with my little brother getting Guitar Hero 2 on the PlayStation 2 and going into town to pick it up. And this wasn't the game that had been out for a couple of years, but we were like so excited. We'd like planned it, and we literally played it all day, and honestly thought it was the coolest thing. Best thing since sliced bread. And then obviously we got Guitar Hero 3, which was even better. I have so many fond memories of playing those games, and it actually encouraged me to actually play guitar. I think that was my intro to guitar playing, for realsies. Oh dear, we're in a spot here. I've not been paying attention to any of the Tetris that's going on. It's just happening around me at the moment. I'm not even present for most of this Tetrising, so sorry for if it's quite poor. But we haven't failed in a while. I'd hope that we'd go the whole stream without failing, but unfortunately I read the chat, which is good. I'd much rather focus on the chat than the game. I've already done this plenty. But yeah, I said I would like to see another, I'd like to see another platformers boom. Think of like the Sly games. Obviously classic Ratchet and Clank is still around because you've got the PlayStation 5, what was it called? I forget what the PlayStation 5 version of Ratchet and Clank was called. But yeah, we need to see those again, man. I want them back anyway. Maybe there's not enough demand for it. But they made a new they did make a new Crash Bandicoot. I just wonder if like you'll see a new IP that really takes the gaming world by storm. Is your intro to drums? Of course, yeah. Georgie, who is the drummer for the famous band Subverse. So very cool, and a fantastic drummer at that. So we have a lot to thank for. Rock Band created one of the greatest bands ever, so. And I wonder how many people how many other people have. More split screen, absolutely. I was saying earlier, Tom came round after a while because I'd just recovered from the Rona, so he was finally allowed to come say hello. And we were lamenting about the fact that even in games where you think there should be split screen, there just isn't anymore, and I don't understand that. I guess you want to focus more on having like online multiplayer, but that doesn't necessarily mean you need to remove local multiplayer entirely, which is what I feel has happened. Much like how everything's digital, you cannot simply comprehend playing with two people in the same room anymore. They have to be via a headset. Haven't drummed since 2014, man. That's sad. I thought it was bad that I hadn't played guitar in like a few months, but that is a shame. I wonder what it'd be like when if you were to jump back onto a set. But that is a shame. Alright, I forget about this goddamn mode. Well, that'll do. I see you talking about online passes, Liz. That's a similar issue, isn't it? It's just such a bloody shame. They think there's, you know, but like, it's just like there's so many things that just don't make any sense anymore. Like my dad's a golf fan, so whenever he wants to play something, we'll play like the PGA Tour game. And there is split screen. Well, not split screen, but there's local multiplayer. However, like, you can't pick professional players. It has to be like this weird My Golfer type. And I was like, back in the day, you just play like Tiger Woods and just pick whoever you wanted to be. But they make it so difficult. Everything, you need to jump through hoops to make it a thing. I don't get that. I just don't get it. But yeah, bring back being able to play a game on the console together. I think the last split screen game that I've got deep into was playing Overcooked with Tom. That was so sick, and it still is. Make more games like that. Make more co-op specific games like that. Obviously, a great example was It Takes Two, which I played with Maddie. I played the first couple of episodes with her, and I love those games. Make more of those. I'm so glad to see that it went down well. Whether you like them or not, it's good to encourage those type of games, I think. Make them a thing. Yeah, I'm Team Bagel on that one. Like, you can still have your online functionality. That's always going to be there now, but don't you know, forget that there are other capabilities that you can exploit. And I'm not saying that it's easy to make things split screen, it obviously takes a lot, but I think it should still be a mainstay in gaming, because that's what gaming's all about, at least to me, is that sort of community vibe, and you're restricting that. Let's read the chat. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Yeah, it's true about they're saying large companies wanting money for online passes seems to be able to play co-op. It's a shame. And then there are exceptions, but as I was saying earlier, it's like so few and far between. It's a shame we don't play Overwatch anymore, Bagel, because I would love to play with you again. And I have a console that's not as loud anymore, so hopefully it would be streamable. I would love to have you back to play, because it's been fun. I do play, we had that No Name Jane play with us before I've streamed, and that was fun. But yeah, it's true, I'm gutted. Why could you not do split screen for Overwatch as well? But yeah, a lot's changed on Overwatch as well. Alright, back to the gaming. Oh, no, I did not want to misdrop right there. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. Alright, that gives me some leeway. Alright, let's kind of recover here. If I can, I don't think it'll let me at this point. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I misdropped right at the end, but we move. Oh, we did it. I wasn't playing. I will get PS4 online for you to play with me. That'd be sick. I'm like a Moira main now. Can you believe it? I'm terrible, so I can barely, like, if I'm playing like role queue, then I can barely get like silver at this point. But like open queue with my brother, I managed to get like at least gold, I think, with Moira. So she's been a delight. I will play, but I will try not to get as heated as I play when I'm playing with you guys. Also, Tom's shown up, saying hello. Yeah, you can believe it. I know you can believe it. You know what I'm like. I know what I'm like. I'm very self-aware, but that doesn't make it okay. I will work on that. But yeah. But Tommy's decided to say hello. But we were talking about genres of games that are sort of neglected and ones we hope to make a comeback. I think George fielded the question initially, but we've talked about... Foreman mentioned boxing games and wrestling games, and obviously wrestling games, as Tom will know, I'm a bit of a fan, so I'd love to see that make a resurgence, but also like platformers, Bagel mentioning, you know, split screen games, which again Tom and I have always been fans of, and we grew up in that sort of generation of gamers who'd you know, that was our bread and butter. You play with your brothers, we both had siblings, so we know what it was like to play games together. Not sure how I'm building this. No idea how I'm building this. My brain felt like it had an idea, and then it gave up quickly. Although I am building, we got there. This is going insane. This is what I told you guys about the visuals. It takes you on a ride. 50 reasons why the visuals in Tetris will blow your fucking mind. Number 15. Alright. Get in at the... Alright, we got a nice build going on here. Let's see if we can take the piss a bit. See if we can get away with building quite high. If I get another line piece, I'm cutting my losses. Yep. We're out of here. Nice! Guys, we're doing it. We're cooking with gas here. Get in there. 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 See, we've been having nice chats, but then every now and then there is literally no drop speed, it just drops immediately. Oh no, I didn't make a line! That's my one rule and I didn't do it to get out of this little pickle that we've got ourselves in. Let's fight our way out this way. Oh no, I just need to get... I don't even need to do much to get out of this. Did I do it? No, I haven't done it. I thought I'd done it. I literally only need to get a line here. So let's not overcomplicate things. Levi says as he overcomplicates things. Do I need a line? I need one line. There we go. Alright, we did it. Newgrounds Revival, my god. Number 37 will shock you. That was my best Chills impression, by the way, just now. Addicting games, man. So, me and my younger brother Che, bring back Flash games, that's true. Farmville never left. Farmville is still alive, what? I'm sorry, I'm just reading the chat back. Tom is seen even less than Levi. I'm the streamy guy, so naturally you're going to hear my voice more. Flash game culture won't ever be the same. In fact, Flash doesn't actually technically exist anymore in the browser, internet-y sense. But we, as I was saying, me and my little brother played on a Flash website called Stickpage, and it was all Stickman-related games, and I thought it was the fucking best thing. I was like, we don't need consoles. We don't need PlayStation. There's stickpage.com. Don't ask me why I thought that was so cool. I just did. No, I don't like this. Why does it put me in a sticky situation straight away? I'm gonna have to be epic just to get out of this situation. But yeah, Flash games. That is a whole nother freaking can of worms. That is yeah, that is a trip down memory lane. There was also some really fucked up Flash games as well. Does anybody remember Johnny Rocket Fingers, or am I dating myself terribly there? But also like those like torture games. I was like, some of it was not above board, but that was kind of the magic of the internet, was that it was a bit unhinged. And obviously, in being unhinged, sometimes is not always appropriate but you know, that was kind of what it was all about. That was the beast. The visuals make me see time. That's literally the vibe with this game, for sure. There's a lot going on. Doing a little bit of comboing here, which is nice. You will see God after playing Tetris 99, or your money back! Get in there. There we go. Oh, look at this. This is like tidy. This is a tidy... No, I fucked up. I immediately jinxed it. That would have been a tidy setup. But we can still build our way through this. Oh, don't like that so much though. Really could use with a line piece just now. Thank you very much. Someone heard my prayers. Alright, let's build out. Get in there! Yeah, that's fine. We got out of there. That's what counts. How's my Tetrising going? Any Tetris pros out there laughing at my inferior gameplay right now? I'm quite enjoying just talking over it though. I think in being distracted, like, I can play a little bit better. Stick page was the best. Spent way too long on there. Foreman, I'm glad you remember. Johnny Rocket Fingers would definitely not go down well. But it was just some dude who made it. That was the magic of games for like Newgrounds and stuff. Is that it was just usually most of the time just made by some guy who was fucking bored, just chilling in his freaking, you know, parents' study or whatever, making random flash cartoons and games and what have you. There was like tons of games about George Bush, because like that was of its time, political satire. It's wild. Have a good stream. Yeah, take it easy, buddy. Enjoy your food. Tommy there with the cameo, classic Tom. Cameos lets me carry the weight of the rest of the content on this channel. I'm just joking, of course. Don't burn your house down. Sage advice from Bagel there. Yeah, Bagel, I'm not kidding around. Let's make Overwatch happen. I'd happily stream it here. See if we can get a little entourage again. Obviously difficult because I also work full time. However, I'm going to make it happen because I want it. I'm like committed to playing Life is Strange 2, by the way. So that is definitely happening. I'm hoping like real soon. I like told myself, I was at work today telling myself I was going to stream. I was in the office and I was twiddling my thumbs and I was like, this needs to happen, and here I am. So I'm manifesting it as the to use the parlance of our times, I'm manifesting it so it will happen. Because yeah, I've been having a grand old time playing Overwatch with my brother Tom, our friend, our mutual friends as well. So we've got plenty of people who would be down to play. I still remember those streams from like back in the day. There's like early streams that included Overwatch, so it is not lost on me. Getting my brother into I got my brother into Overwatch like last year, and since then he's been a huge fan as well. So we've got plenty of people to get along. Full Leisure Suit Larry branch. I would play Space Quest. I actually have a PC that can run games now, by the way. Like, I got a nice PC that can basically play anything that I want it to at the moment. And when I say games that I want it to, that implies basically games that came out years ago. But I have a pretty good rig now, so that's a legit thing I could do. I would probably play Space Quest again. I'm gonna sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. So I'm just gonna read chat. We should stream Disco Elysium. That's a fantastic idea. It's quite wordy though. I know Tom's gone now, so I'm just speaking it into the earth. But if nobody's played Disco Elysium yet, I cannot recommend it enough. I think I've completed it like 3 times now. Stuff like oxygen not included. I still don't really know what that is, but I'm gonna have to look into it. But yeah, I bought a ton of PC games after getting a PC that can actually run stuff. It's been delightful. And also games that, like, when I was younger, like maybe in my like sort of mid-teens, and couldn't play because I had a terrible PC. It's so nice to go back to those and play them, and they just run like a dream, like 120 frames, glorious HD gaming of like a game that came out in like 2009 or like 2013 or something. It's been sick. Apologies if I take detours if people are avidly watching the game, but to be honest, this is to save my eyes as well, because it can be quite a cerebral experience, this game, which is really what it's all about. But definitely worth taking breaks. I think the game like warns you to take breaks as well, because it can be quite bit of a sensory overload sometimes. But I dig it. I couldn't be happier with Tetris Effect. What a fantastic idea. And how random. Like, on paper it just seems like a money grab to reuse Tetris, but to make it so so fun and so much of an experience. Yeah, just a big fan. Dodecatris. I got Dodecahectris, I think is the best one. And I'm pretty sure I almost always get them by accident. Like, if you're confused about what's going on in Tetris, the odds are I'm probably just as confused as you. So bear that in mind while I'm playing. How long have I don't even know how long I've been streaming for. Feels like I've only been here for like 10 minutes, but we're having a good time. I hope the stream is of good quality as well. This is a good stress test for the new internet that we've got. So if there's any audio issues or anything like that, then speak now or forever hold your peace. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. And we've had quite a chat. Take care, Giorgio Armani, Jester George. Very nice to hear from you, buddy. Take care, and hopefully I will see you soon. I was not expecting your beautiful presence, so I appreciate it, man. Cheers. Stream quality is good, and look, it provides the goods for me when I needed it most. I think Bagel knows this well enough that I would always worry about stream quality. Not that I don't trust people to tell me whether it's good or not, it's just that I hate it being like, have you ever watched streams where like it's super bad and you can barely, like, that's why. So I don't want to be that guy. But it does bother me. And then I'll listen to it back and it still won't be perfect for me because I'm a little so-and-so. It's running at 1440p, oh no! I hope that is not on my end, that'd be a shame. Maybe someone's decided to download a feature-length film on our internet. That would be a shame. But as long as you can hear me, that's what it's all about. But I think I will do this sort of area of Tetris Effect and then call that a somewhat successful stream. It's been so nice to have people come along. And trust me, next up is Life is Strange 2. I'm excited. It took so long, but I'm playing that with the intention of playing the new one afterwards, if that's something that people might be interested in. Either way, it will go on the channel, so it's not the end of the world if people don't even turn up. I think it's just, I'm excited to play it just for the sake of it, to be honest. But I do wonder, and bear in mind this is coming from someone who knows very little about the second game and obviously played the first game on stream, but I do wonder like how it's going to be without the sort of hook of Life is Strange 1, which was the time jump sort of mechanic. Obviously I think that's not present, and if it is, maybe it's more limited in Life is Strange 2, but I hope the story is something that's worth checking out, because I know that it's well, that's good, George, as long as you can see it, buddy. But yeah, again, thank you for your help and for stopping by and chatting about. That's why I'm here, that's why I'm streaming, so it's cool that people have been doing that with me. Oh, I hope it's the stream quality is okay for you in the end though, Jay. Oh, I'm glad it worked in the end. Hopefully when it hopefully I can put this on the channel, but we'll see. Well, I'll check the quality when I look back. It does mean having to hear my voice, which I haven't had to do for a while, so that's going to be a fun revisit. I know that everybody hates their voice, but there's something so grating about hearing my voice back. Not a fan. But yeah, this is to show how like sort of impromptu in a way this stream is. Like my phone is the only thing telling me what the chat is saying as well, but it seems to be doing a very serviceable job, so... Messed that up, but we move. Bit embarrassed about that one. Mate, was that a Hexatris? That doesn't even sound like a real shape, but we move. Sounds good to me. Alright, dare I look at the chat while I do this? Your voice beautiful, I don't believe that. It's a nightmare, I fucking hate. Anyway, I'm getting off track. It's about keeping it positive here. Alright team, I think I'm calling it there. But thank you so much for coming along, and hopefully this will be the first of a few this year that I can do. So yeah, thanks for coming along, and yeah, feel free to continue the discourse on Discord, which I can link again at some point. I don't know if I have done it before. But yeah, we'll see if we can hang out some more in the future. But yeah, thank you for coming along. I really appreciate it, and keep on rocking in the free world, and I'll see you again soon.